what loyalty bonuses he had in his contract and so on and so forth. And that may have been something that he could have gone that far if he really wanted to get away, which may have told Daniel Levy that, look, I am determined to leave. Whether that still would have happened, I'm not so sure, but obviously everybody goes on about his age, nearly 28 now. You know, that's prime of your career, you know, and lots of players have gone and you've spent a lot of money on them in and around that age. And of course the goals he scores on a regular basis are invaluable for any team that he plays for.
During this window, will that feel like they've signed a player, the fact that Tottenham kept him?
Well, absolutely. It'll be like, you couldn't replace, Tottenham could not replace Harry Kane, except maybe signing 3 top quality players who maybe be able to share the sort of goals that Harry could score. I don't think Tottenham can find a centre forward that scores on his own that would score the same amount of goals Harry would score year in and year out. That player would be going to a Liverpool or a Chelsea or a Man United or a Man City now. Unfortunately, not a Tottenham.
We will get more on Harry Kane throughout the evening. Staying with Tottenham, and they've completed a signing within the last hour. Emerson Royal has joined the club from Barcelona. He's signed a contract until 2026. He'll wear the number 12 shirt. He's 22 years old, and that deal is worth €30 million.
And Tottenham are still trying to sign Adama Traore, despite Wolves not wanting him to leave their club. We understand Wolves will only entertain an offer of around £50 million plus for the winger, who still has 2 years left on his deal. Wolves are also in discussions to sign Renato Sanchez from Lille. A loan deal has been offered there.
And Tanguy Ndombele will remain at Spurs beyond the deadline. A move has not materialised, despite both parties being keen to part ways. The Frenchman, who cost a club record £54 million back in 2019 when he joined from Lyon, has never really hit the heights, I think it's fair to say, in his time at Spurs, but he's staying put.
Well, look, it's a phrase that Dams use a lot. It's the window that keeps on giving. And it gave again tonight, didn't it? Because we've got news on Antoine Griezmann. What can you tell us?
Did we expect anything else on
No,
deadline day?
absolutely
It's
not.
going to finish with a flourish by the looks of it. Look, about an hour ago, Sky in Italy were reporting that Atletico Madrid in talks to re-sign the Barcelona forward Antoine Griezmann. We were doing the transfer show when I received that email, and I think one of my contacts was actually watching, because I got a text from him and he actually said that deal is done.
Wow.
Loan plus an obligation for about €40 million. And Sky in Italy had just reported themselves that they believe that that deal is done as well. Antoine Griezmann from Barcelona back to Atletico Madrid, a loan plus an obligation to buy, the obligation being €40 million. My contact also said that Barcelona's primary target, they still want to bring someone in the remaining time, is Sevilla's Luke de Jong. And he said to me that that one 99% will get done, but you're looking at an hour and a half of this transfer window.
Done in that time.
But you know what? This must have been happening behind the scenes.
They must be having a medical already, really.
Exactly.
Have to be having a medical 4 hours ago.
For a deal this big, this must have been kept pretty quiet for a little while, happening behind the scenes. Because if they're confident that a player like Antoine Griezmann can move back from Barcelona to Atletico Madrid, something must have been going on before we got this email. And it just highlights the financial predicament that Barcelona found themselves in. Messi's had to go because they couldn't afford his wages. Antoine Griezmann was one of the highest paid players this season in any season at Barcelona, and it looks like they're trying to let him go. Gerard Piqué and a few others have taken pay cuts at Barcelona. Just such is the debt at that football club. And now you've got a situation where you might be seeing Griezmann leave and Barcelona having a strike force of Martin Braithwaite and Luke de Jong. I don't think they were expecting that when the season started. They were thinking Messi, Griezmann and Depay.
Goodness me. All right, thanks for that, Dams.
It's been extraordinary, hasn't it? Really, really has. A reunion then for Griezmann imminent at Atletico Madrid. Speaking of reunions, takes us to Everton, because Rafa Benitez is keen to hook up with a player he's had before. Vinny O'Connor can tell us more, but Vinny, the clock might be against them here, mightn't it?
Well, this is one deal that hasn't been done behind the scenes. It's effectively now a done deal. Everton are going to get Solomon Rondon. We just effectively await now the official announcement from Everton Football Club. But as you said, Jules, Rafa Benitez wanted to work with Solomon Rondon once again. It's an opportune moment for Everton as well. They needed to get another striker in after allowing Moise Kean to return to Juventus on a 2-year loan with an obligation to buy. Yes, obviously we know Richarlison can play through the middle and operate effectively as a backup to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. But Everton wanted another option in there, and they are going to get Solomon Rondon as that option.
Ainsley Maitland-Niles is staying at Arsenal, it seems, Vinny. I mean, a right-back is an area Everton seem to be looking. Any other business that could be done in that position before 11?
Well, it's looking like Rondon is going to be the only player that Everton get in on this deadline day. And, yeah, you mentioned the right-back area. Everton have been looking to get a right-back in probably the last 3 transfer windows now as cover and a possible successor to Seamus Coleman. They haven't been able to do that. And, again, it looks tonight that they failed in that regard as well. Obviously, things can change quickly and there could be some movement. But at the moment, it's looking very unlikely. We know that Ainsley Maitland-Niles was a target. He fit the bill for what Everton wanted as well. And it looked like a move that was possible when Maitland-Niles effectively was agitating for a move. It certainly looked like that with that Instagram post yesterday. But at the moment, with him obviously resolving his situation at Arsenal and staying put, Everton will have to make do with the cover that they already have here. Of course, they have someone like Ben Godfrey who can operate at full-back. He may be asked to cover at left-back again this season as well for Luca Dean because obviously Everton have allowed Niels Nkuku to go on a season-long loan to Standard Liège today as well.
And let's just finish with a word on Liverpool. No new arrivals today, but a couple of significant signings of sorts.
Yeah, Liverpool have been mainly about keeping their squad together through this transfer window. There's been obviously a new deal for Reece Williams. He, though, immediately joined Swansea City on loan, but has committed his future to Liverpool until 2026. Nat Phillips as well has signed a new contract. He'll be there until 2025. But the biggest deal, obviously, was securing the future of captain Jordan Henderson. That deal will take him until the summer of 2025. He said today that he's obviously very honoured and proud to continue the journey that he's been on there. It's amazing to finally get the deal done and concentrate on looking forward to what the future may hold. He feels as hungry as he did to prove to people that he deserves to be at Liverpool Football Club. And of course, only back in June, he celebrated 10 years with Liverpool.
OK, Vinny, with the latest news from Merseyside, thanks very much indeed.
OK, stay with us. Plenty more to come your way. No doubt about the deal that matters most to Manchester United fans this deadline day, though. Cristiano Ronaldo is back.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in. We're all in to kick it out.
Partnering to end racism in sport.
Sky Sports News, sponsored by Boyle Sports Pet Builder.
When I was young, something happened to me.
Is he your imaginary friend? He's back.
In cinema, September 10.
Who's a special boy? That's right. Me. To be special, you need to be consistent. I've been special in Milan, in Madrid, but not all great achievements get trophies. Special is effortless. But the truth is, we are all judged on results. See? Special.
Not really, mate. Someone wins a jackpot every single day. It's daily.
The Daily Jackpot on Paddy Power Games. If you win, don't think you're special.
Whatever your reason for hosting a Macmillan coffee morning, it's a great one. For the mother of all catch-ups. Because baking's your thing. For Stevie. Or to say you're incredible. Do whatever it takes to help people living with cancer. Macmillan Cancer Support. Sign up to Coffee Morning today.
Let's get into it, Peloton.
Let it flow. Reach all the way up.
In 3, 2, 1, go! So many Peloton newbies on the leaderboard.